As a child, my dreams were to always play football. When I was 8 years old, I watched the cup final on TV. It was Tottenham Hotspur versus Man City, and a guy called Ricky Villa scored an amazing goal, dribbled past a few players and slotted it home. And I thought to myself, that's me, that's what I want to do. Even though I didn't play for a team or anything like that, you know, I used to reenact football matches in the passageway of my mum and dad's flat. One goal being my mum and dad's bedroom door, and the other goal being my front room. And the opposition used to be my teddy bears. One of the greatest things, you know, about playing in the Premier League is the atmosphere of the stadiums. My most favourite stadium was Anfield. I remember coming out before the game, just walking down the steps to go out onto the pitch, and I could hear every single fan singing "You'll Never Walk Alone." And as you know, we walked to the centre of the pitch, and I was looking around the ground. You know, it seemed like every fan had a scarf held over their head, and the hairs on the back of my neck were up, and I thought to myself, this is it. You know, this is Anfield. Against West Ham was my probably most memorable goals, in that I scored 2 goals in one game. We were in a position in the league where we were riding quite high, and it was on Boxing Day. I turned around to my teammates and said, I can't believe it, because to score 1 goal in a game is amazing, but to score 2 was pretty special. Being in the footballer's world is a bubble to what's going on in the real world. Footballers, in the Premier League are paid very well, and they able to buy and do things at the drop of a hat without a second thought. I discovered, again, at a later stage in my career, that those things that you think buy you happiness don't get you happiness. I went through a stage of seeing different cars pull into the training ground. You'd see Ferraris, you'd see Bentleys, and then they change very quickly to the next best thing. There was a course running called the Alpha course, and it was a 10-week course explaining Christianity and giving an insight what Christianity is about. I was making friendships with people who were in the same boat as me in terms of becoming new Christians. Also, their lives that they were living weren't satisfying them, and a lot of the questions that they had were the questions that I had as well. There was a real love, there was a real sense of knowing somebody that I never knew, and that was Jesus. And that was my first introduction. And then 6 weeks later, I accepted Jesus as my saviour, because I recognised everything that I tried to fill my life with wasn't bringing me any happiness, and the person that I needed in my life, which was Jesus, was going to fill that place to bring me happiness. And over the years, he's definitely filled the hole and shown me that my life is more than I ever thought it would be.